front cover of The Economist titled The World in 2021, we can see a slot machine with a lever shaped in the form of the world. There is a saying in casinos and gambling that the house always wins, which can be hinting at that the globalists are eventually going to win either way. The slot machine has 4 sections which can represent the year divided into 3 months and periods. We can see the hold, cash out and bet buttons. In addition, there is the insert stimulus funds for the insert coin section, which hints at the universal basic income to be given to the population for doing nothing. Others have argued that the digital mining project using the energy of the human body through microchip implants with the patent number 060606 will be a precondition for the universal basic income. This project is funded by Bill Gates. However, this would make the people dependent on these funds and enslave them to be reliant on the globalists. The universal basic income is like the carrot and the stick. At the bottom of the slot machine we can see rays of lights or of the sun, which can signify the bringer of light, morning star, similar to the symbols used by the Illuminati or satanic cults. On the first side we can see the virus cell, which reminds that weak and helpless humans are to viruses and pandemic all throughout history, including the plague and Spanish flu. The vaccine is shown as a cure for the pandemic, however over half of the world's population are against the vaccine. The best projections believe that the required number of vaccinations to be implemented can only be achieved by 2024. We have witnessed Pfizer and Moderna announce that they have found a viable vaccine, however we do not know of the side effects, and if they will be successful. These and many other vaccines and companies are supported and funded by Gavi and ID 2020. There are also hundreds of other companies and countries working on a possible vaccine. There are talks of forced and mandatory vaccinations around the world. Even if a vaccine is found, wealthier countries will receive the vaccines first, leaving the poorer nations to fend for themselves. Furthermore, there is a child emoji wearing a mask, which can be that even children would be affected or required to wear a mask. Another meaning could be that they plan to design and manipulate DNA in newborn children, to make them more resilient to future viruses. Moreover, the question mark can be interpreted as that we need to wait and see. On the next section we can see a nuclear bomb or biological weapon and Joe Biden. This can represent that Joe Biden is going to return to the nuclear agreement with Russia and Iran which Trump had left. The nuclear bomb can also be a contingency plan if the globalists' plans for the Great Reset, pandemic and New World Order fail. They would use nuclear bombs to achieve their goals. The picture of Joe Biden is because they want Joe Biden to return America to the globalists' agreements and organizations that Trump had left. Joe Biden has vowed to return to these agreements, organizations, to allocate funds to renewable energy and the climate. However, we are likely to witness resistance from the Republicans which can gridlock the system. We can see a torn American flag that can represent America collapsing and dividing into smaller states, and some states like Texas and California asking for independence. Others have said that Biden and his presidency is going to lead to the collapse of America. Moreover, the TikTok logo can be linked to it being banned in America. However, it could also refer to the TikTok sound that a clock makes, meaning that a time is approaching, or time is running out like a countdown. In addition, it could also be that social media and corporations are the thing that is going to lead to the collapse of America. The third section shows a question mark, the sign for the American dollar, renewable wind energy turbine and the Chinese flag. The reason why the dollar is the world reserve currency is because of the petrodollar system. As the world heads towards cleaner and renewable energy, the dollar would lose its reserve currency status. This would lead to China increasing its influence and power around the world. We are also going to witness the United Nations working even closer with China during the Biden presidency. In addition, only time will tell if Joe Biden removes Chinese sanctions, or if the deep state forces his hand to continue with the sanctions. The reason why Trump had left the Paris Climate Agreement was because without fossil fuels America and the dollar would lose the majority of its power, and 50% of its wealth. This could lead to some states asking for independence and to leave the United States. We are likely to witness the move towards the Green New Deal, which is a project of the globalists. The world is going to move towards electric cars and greener energy by 2030, which will lead to the collapse of petrol prices and the American dollar. On the fourth column we can see a chart with an increase and a line going up, which could signify inflation, which is expected to take place around the world. Countries have printed record numbers of currency, which is going to lead to inflation. This is going to speed up and lead to cryptocurrencies being adopted. Citibank has announced that the dollar would lose 20% of its value in 2021. It could also signify the rise in prices or unemployment around the world. Moreover, the burning leaf can signify forest fires around the world or the climate. Countries around the world have agreed to reduce fossil fuel usage and to decrease emissions in the next few years. Trump and America had left this agreement. Furthermore, the logo for video calling, Zoom or Skype, represents the online world and digital life, and that online education, work and socializing will continue online for the foreseeable future. In addition, we can again see the picture of the virus. If the plans of the globalists fail, then they plan to cash out. Some believe that they will plunge the world into darkness or create a global blackout, while others believe that the Great Reset will take place. Moreover, looking at the picture diagonally, the inflation chart, $, American flag torn apart and question mark could hint at America being divided or the dollar collapsing. The Great Reset plans to reset and create a new world order and global digital cryptocurrency. They also plan to reset society, beliefs, religions, culture and anything that has a link to the old world and system. These are the same people and groups that were behind capitalism, communism, Marxism and socialism. The pandemic has been used to bulldoze over the old system, preparing it for the new system and the Great Reset. As we move towards the digital age, people will be left unemployed as machines and AI take over the world's production. The globalists plan to prevent an uprising by implementing the universal credit system, and to control the world's population by integrating AI with the social credit system. The globalists also plan to vaccinate the majority of the world's population, and integrate AI with medical information, big data, and Internet of Things to enslave the world to the new system. Neuralink and Starlink would also be integrated with AI to also control people, and enslave them easier. With the new technology and system, they also plan to reduce the world's population below 500 million. The United Nations announced that we are going to face global food supply shortage, and break in the supply chain due to the pandemic. We have witnessed the world adopt digital technology during the pandemic in all parts of their lives, which would have usually taken 10 years. Their ultimate goal is to reset the world and system, while creating a new form of human that has been formatted of previous norms, culture, beliefs and religions. Both Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab have both stated that the world would never be same again following the pandemic. We will have to see how things play out.